Let us begin with our new topic, semiconductor devices. Now, before this, we have already seen this chapter in 11th standard. So, if you remember, we have seen about PN junction diode. So, we are now using this PN junction diode for various purposes in this chapter. Let us see what do you mean by rectifier. A device which converts AC voltage into DC voltage is called as rectification or rectifier. Now, what do you mean by AC voltage? AC voltage is nothing but we can say that a current which is flowing in bidirectional, and DC voltage is nothing but direct current which is having unidirection. So AC voltage and DC voltage, if you are cleared with, so we can say that a device which converts AC voltage into DC voltage is called as what? Rectifier. Now there are two types of rectifier, full wave rectifier and half wave rectifier. So these two rectifiers are being using PN junction diode for their working. Now let us see about simple rectifier. Now simple rectifier, we have to just see the working of the simple rectifier by using this block diagram. So what does this block diagram tells you? It has many parts in it, or you can say many devices which are used in this block diagram. First one is AC mains. Then this AC main is connected to transformer. This transformer is then connected to diode rectifier. Then we are using filter and voltage regulator. Now here AC mains we are using. So AC mains is in the form of sinusoidal wave. So sinusoidal wave means what? It has a positive cycle and a negative cycle as shown in the figure below the AC mains. Now this AC mains is connected to the primary coil of the transformer. The transformer consists of two coils which are separated by some distance, and the first coil is called as what? Primary coil, and the second coil is called as what? Secondary coil. Now here if you connect the AC mains to the primary coil, then a current is being developed in the secondary coil. This secondary coil is then connected to the diode rectifier. Diode rectifier means what? We are using PN junction diode rectifier. So here we are first taking the diode rectifier to convert the AC into DC. Here we have to get a DC voltage, pure DC voltage. Now but if you see that the diode rectifier's output still contains some AC component in this. So due to this some AC component, there is some fluctuation in it. So therefore this AC component in DC output is called as what? Ripple factor. Now due to this AC component, again we have to remove this DC component by we have to remove this AC component by using a filter. After connecting to the filter, we can say that we will get a DC, pure DC voltage, but still it is having almost some DC, pure DC voltage, but still it is having some component of AC in it. Therefore we are using a voltage regulator. After using a voltage regulator, we will get a pure DC voltage. Now let us see the working of this in a short way. So by remembering the diagram we have seen before, here AC means supply is been connected to the primary coil of transformer, and its secondary coil is connected to the rectifier as seen in this diagram. Now the AC voltage, which is shown as a sinusoidal wave in the A section. Here you can see that the various sections are given, A, B, C and D, which are showing you the outputs which we are getting from the devices. Now here sinusoidal wave A and is converted into DC voltage by a diode rectifier, which is shown in the B section. So in the B section you can see that we have got all the positive cycles, but since there is an AC component in it, this output of the rectifier contains some AC component. This AC component in the DC output is called as what? Ripple factor. Now to remove this ripple factor, we are using a filter circuit. So the output of this filter circuit is almost pure DC. We have said over here almost, not pure DC. So therefore, due to this word almost, there is a little component of AC in it still. So therefore, we are using a voltage regulator. As shown in the figure, we can see that we are using a voltage regulator. And after the filter circuit, if you use a voltage regulator, then it will restrict the AC component, and therefore we will get an output voltage to a desired value. And this stage is nothing but called as what? Pure DC. So in the D section, you can see that the DC voltage is always shown as a straight line, and the AC voltage is always shown as a sinusoidal wave. So this is the difference between the AC and the DC. So these are the two symbols which you can recognize, the AC and DC. So therefore, after getting the output from voltage regulator, we will get a pure DC voltage. So we have to see in detail about these three components, that is diode, rectifier, filter and voltage regulator in detail. Now let us see the introduction part of PN junction diode. Now here we will see the introduction part of PN diode, because PN junction diode we have already seen. So we will just revise it little bit. Okay, so PN junction diode works in two modes. It is forward bias and reverse bias. Forward bias means what? The positive terminal of the P type is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and the negative is connected to the negative. So this will give you the forward bias. Now reverse bias. Reverse bias means what? The positive is given to the negative and negative is given to the positive. This will be called as what? Reverse bias. Now PN junction diode. Okay, so PN junction diode is used in rectifier, as we have seen diode rectifier. So diode rectifier is nothing but what? Diode, PN junction diode. So here the AC voltage varies sinusoidally, that is its value and direction changes in one cycle, that is it is bidirectional. So a rectifier converts this bidirectional into unidirectional voltage, or you can say current. Now rectifier has two types. It is half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Now PN junction diode. Before getting to the point half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier, we should know how the PN junction diode works, because we are going to need the PN junction diode in reverse bias also and in forward bias also. So therefore you should know what do you mean by forward bias and reverse bias of this PN junction diode. So what is PN junction diode? When half part of a silicon crystal is doped with trivalent impurity and half with pentavalent impurity, then we will get PN junction diode. So this trivalent impurity and pentavalent impurity we have already seen in intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductor in 11th standard. So the border where P region meets the N region is called as what? Junction. So as shown in the diagram, you can see the diagram consists of many parts. So the red color dots are nothing but what? They are the P type impurities, and N type impurities shown by blue color dots. So the negative and positive ions are being formed in the junction, depletion layer it is called as. So therefore this is the diagram which will show you about which will explain you about the PN junction diode. Now PN junction diode which is working in forward bias. What do you mean by this forward bias? Okay, so when P region is connected to positive terminal of the battery. Now in the diagram you can see that in the left hand side the P type is been connected to the battery is positive and the N type is connected to the negative. So therefore due to this what will happen? There is a current increase in current. So therefore due to this the forward bias current is being produced. So this is called as what? Forward bias PN junction diode. Now reverse biased, PN junction diode working in reverse bias mode. So when P region is connected to the negative terminal, if you see the diagram, you can see that the P type is connected to the negative terminal and the N type region is connected to the positive terminal. What will happen, since we know that the two unlike charges will attract each other. Now if you connect the P type to the N type, what will happen? All the positive ions in the P type, that is, they are called as what? Holes. The holes will go to the negative terminal, because the negative terminal of the battery will attract all the P type ions, and therefore there will be less number of holes present in P types, or you can say no holes can be present in the P type. And in the second half, you can see that the N type region is connected to the positive battery. So due to this positive terminal, all the electrons are being attracted towards the positive terminal of the battery, and therefore there are no free electron remaining in the N type. So therefore, due to this, the current goes on decreasing, and this type of thing is called as what? Reverse bias.